Good evening and welcome to Maria Regina. I'm Vanessa, the President of Student Council, and standing beside me is our Vice President, Ariana.
Tonight, we are here to answer all of your questions and give you a first-hand account of what happens here. So, you may want to jot down a few notes. We understand that you want the best for your child, and choosing the best school for your child could be overwhelming and stressful. We are going to make this as easy and stress-free as possible, while giving you insight into what we're all about here at Maria Regina.
Before we begin, I would like to first thank you for taking your time of your busy schedule to learn more about the programs and services which Maria Regina offers.
As you know, our youngest explorers are as young as 3 years old, and our oldest learners are 14. So imagine how special it is when our school families come together, especially on Ash Wednesday, when the older students hold the hands of our youngest students while attending a prayer service in the church. It is a special moment to be shared by all.
Okay, parents, are you ready? We're going to answer the most commonly asked questions, so listen carefully.
As you know, all our students in nursery through 8th grade participate in special classes such as music, PE, and STEM. Children in nursery through grade 3 also have library. Starting as young as kindergarten, our learners are enriched with Spanish class and have the opportunity to participate in band. That's right, you heard correctly. Our kindergarten friends are learning how to play the ukulele, and the first grade learners are given the option of learning to play the violin. And of course, there's band for grades 3 through 8.
Next question, how does the lunch program work?
I'll take that question, Vanessa. This year, parents order lunch for their child or children online via Boonly. This is for students in grades N through 8. We have a special hot lunch item every day, and there's sandwiches and salads offered daily.
Great job, Ariana. Next question that seems to always come up is about our aftercare programs. Would you like to answer this question as well, Ariana?
Certainly. Here at Maria Regina, learners have many after-school clubs and activities to participate in. We offer FAST for pre-K and up. We also have Literacy Club that meets with Mrs. Mazzeros, and this club is specially for our younger friends in nursery and pre-K. As the children age, they are able to participate in Chess Club, Royals Club, which is PE such as yoga, volleyball, conditioning, and more. If you have an active child, this is the perfect club. There is also chorus, Lego club, and cheerleading. As your child enters upper elementary school and middle school, they'll be able to be an active participant in student council and the Builders Club, which is a service club that works with the community. And then there's the big one, the school musical. Children are as young as 1st grade are included in this production, and I mean production. If you haven't seen one of our school musicals, put it on your to-do list. It's a must-see.
These are just just a handful of clubs that we offer. Each year, as the children's interests change, so do our clubs, in order to maintain a high level of engagement.
Our next question is about religion. Do all students learn about Catholicism?
Great question. Since we are a Catholic school, religion is a very important part of our day. We begin our day with prayer and end it the same way. Part of our mission is to create an environment built on educationally sound and faith-filled foundation. This foundation is based on teachings of Jesus and Catholic values.
With that said, all learners nursery through grade 8 learn about our faith. In early childhood, we highlight the coming of our Lord through the Christmas pageant. Then learners prepare for the sacrament of reconciliation and communion. Before receiving the sacrament of confirmation, before 8th grade graduation, we have prayer services that are presented by our very own learners, as well as attend Mass each first Friday, where students are lecturers, cantors, altar servers, and participate in the choir.
So long story short, learning about our faith is the root of everything we do here.
Vanessa, we have a few more questions to answer, but why don't we hit the road for them?
Hit the road?
Yes, our audience has been listening to us for quite some time now. I think we should get up, move around, and bring in new faces.
Good call. You know what they say, humans have a shorter attention span than a goldfish.
So off we go. Where shall we head first?
Let's find Nurse Ann. See you in a few. The next question that is frequently raised is about the attention your child will receive if he or she feels ill or gets hurt. Here at Maria Regina, we have a wonderful nurse that is here to help us. Nurse Ann, can you tell me about your role here at Maria Regina?
Sure. I'm the school nurse here at Maria Regina. I'm here every day. I'm here all day long, and I'm here for early childhood through 8th grade, and I attend any child that needs help that's hurt, anybody that needs medications, anybody that's sick, anything that I need to do with the child that they need to notify the parents. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you, Nurse Ann.
I am here with our school social worker, Mrs. Walsh. Mrs. Walsh, what is your role here in Maria Regina?
Well, basically, I'm here to be present to children. That's really the most important thing. To provide an adult whose sole purpose is to listen to kids, which is very important. And in listening, to help them deal with the daily conflicts of living in a building, getting along with other kids. One of the things I feel very strongly about is that it's important to make kids feel that they're important. That if you listen to them, it helps them develop a positive self-esteem, which really helps them in dealing with all the daily conflicts and trials and tribulations of growing up. I'm here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and kids come to see me whenever they wish to. Teachers can refer students to me. If there are some minor playground conflicts, we talk about that. If a student is struggling academically, we talk about that. And I'm also here as a resource for parents. Parents will call me and say something's going on at home. Sometimes it's a relative who's sick, or unfortunately, sometimes there might be a death in the family. And a parent would like someone at school to know that their child might be having a particularly tough day. So I'm here to reach out to a particular child who might be having some difficulty at home due to whatever the dynamics of family life is that's going on. I'm here just to really provide another facet of Catholic education, which is very, very important. And to be another person who can help kids feel good about themselves, grow up to be really happy people, and being happy is the key to the whole thing. And I think it's important as a Catholic school that we offer that service. And certainly there are kids who deal with a lot of struggles, particularly as they get into middle school, the self-esteem issues, the peer issues. This year we're opening up a peer mediation program to help deal with conflict and train leaders in the 5th, 6th, and 7th grade to help kid to kid struggle dealing with the daily stuff that goes on. But as a Catholic school, I think it's another facet of we want a peaceful, calm environment. Certainly we want a safe environment for all of our students. And that all begins, that old saying, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. If I feel peaceful inside, if I'm happy inside, then I can bring that to other people. And my really function here at school is to be present to kids, to help them in feeling good about themselves and to help them grow up. Because as you girls probably know, growing up is not easy. Whether it's getting along with kids, whether it's beginning to realize that there's other kids who might be a boy or a girl in your class, parent divorce, conflicts, grandparent deaths, all of that. It's very, very difficult to deal with. So I'm here to help kids in the growing up process.
Thank you, Mrs. Walsh.
You're very welcome. It's my privilege to be here at Maria Regina. It's the highlight of my day. I love coming here. I love interacting with the kids. I love seeing their smiling faces. And really, I love being in a Catholic school that really helps kids grow up to be the best people they can be. So thank you very much.
A commonly asked question is, does Maria Regina offer before care and or aftercare? Have no fear, we have you covered. Standing beside me is Miss Zero, the head of our aftercare program, and Miss Wheeler, the head of our before care program. Can you tell me a little bit about before and aftercare program?
Okay, aftercare program runs from 2:30 to 6, nursery through 8th grade. K through 8, we also do homework, so they do their homework. And we're also here on half a days, and they just have to bring their lunch.
And morning care begins at 7:15 every morning, except when there's inclement weather. And they stay in the music and art room with me until the bell rings at 8, and then they are delivered to their classrooms. And the parents just drop off at the front door.
Thank you.
Another common question that is mentioned is about our additional classroom support that is provided to our learners. The answer to this question is yes. We offer AIS support in both ELA and math. Standing beside me is Mrs. Archbold, the AIS math teacher. Hello, Mrs. Archbold. Could you tell me a little about the support that you provide to our learners?
Well, in AIS Math, what we do is we offer support in small groups. The small groups allow us to work with manipulatives and do hands-on with either one or small groups of students, ranging in size from 3 to 5. And it just gives the chance for the children to come into the math lab. This is a math lab with a lot of math manipulatives that help us work with concrete models and break things down into different ways for children to learn in different styles.
Thank you. Now let's make our way to Mrs. Shackner, our ELA support. Hello, Mrs. Shackner. Could you kindly tell me about the support you provide to the learners here at Maria Regina?
Sure, Ariana. I teach reading and writing to children who need a little bit extra help at Maria Regina. I've been here for 22 years. We have small group instruction. The children either come out of their classroom to work or they stay in their classroom and I push into the classroom and help them. I teach children from kindergarten to 6th grade, and they gain success and confidence while they learn to enjoy reading and writing.
Thank you, Mrs. Shackner.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're back in the studio, and I think we've covered all the frequently asked questions.
I say we covered the questions and more.
Now we're going to give you a sneak peek into Maria Regina's year in review. Each Friday, the Student Council delivers the most up-to-date news to the students and parents of Maria Regina.
It's here where we lead students in prayer, and early childhood lead us in the pledge. Then we'll spotlight a class or event that has been outstanding and deserving a round of applause. And of course, students will learn some geography and history from one of our own very teachers. Since it's a new year, we highlighted the most memorable spotlights of 2019. Let's take a look.
You know the routine. Dim the lights and envelope, please.
This week's spotlight is a word to us.
Us, meaning you and I?
No. Although I know you love the spotlight, I mean the entire student body.
Ah, that makes more sense.
A lot of things happen over the course of the year that we may forget about as time marches on. So this week's spotlight is going to be the best of 2019.
Who doesn't enjoy watching a year in review? Can't wait. I know my favorite spotlight.
Let me guess. Is it the musical?
Maybe. Let's take a real look. Roll film.
Hello, I'm here with Julia. Julia, tell us something interesting about your project.
So for my science fair project, I did spherification. So my problem was, what is the effect of different pHs on the ability of liquids to undergo spherification? And does the addition of sodium citrate change the pH of liquids, affecting the spherification process? So my hypothesis was that if I add the chemical sodium citrate to certain liquids, it will then alter the liquid's pH and affect its ability to undergo spherification. I believe that the more acidic a liquid is, the more difficult it will be for a sphere to form. So in the end, the green tea, I used green tea, orange juice, lemon juice, and Coca-Cola. And in the end, the green tea worked the most efficiently because it's a basic, so it's not very acidic, so it was able to form spears the best.
That sounds amazing. Thank you, Julie. Hello, I'm here with Mariana. Mariana, can you tell me some things about your project?
Okay, so I tested what sunscreen works the best. These sunscreens are the tested, and I put them under a UV light to see which one's going to work the best.
That was amazing. Thank you.
Ash Wednesday. I must say, that is one of my favorite days of the year. The little nuggets are so adorable and well behaved in church. I love that we get the opportunity to ease their fears while receiving ashes.
I agree. However, I am biased about the musical.
Yeah. Another favorite.
And thank you for including the science fair clip. This year I'm on my own, and I'll have to come up with my own project. Thanks for the ideas.
Let's continue.
All are invited. I closed my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coat with golden lining, bright color shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was breaking, and the world was waking. Any dream will do. A crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness, I was left alone. May I return to the beginning. The light is dimming, and the dream is too.
Aw, look at the cheerleaders. They did such a great job. And I must interject and say that one of the best things about attending a Catholic school is receiving the sacraments with their classmates. There's something very special about that gift.
And how about all that Mrs. Ranoni does with the chorus? Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, another great memory. I'm enjoying this. Let's keep going.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And we are here in the remodeled version of the Technology and STEM Lab. And right over here, we have our new touchscreen Chromebooks. And over here, we have our new robots. We have the animation studio camera. We have the white and dark Ollie. We have the Sphero. And then we have the Dash and Dot. Now, if we come over here, we have a Mario themed background. But Mario, we can't see Mario, but trust me, he's there. And this is our temporary green screen, but Mr. Sauer will get a new one and make it retractable. And if you ever wondered how green screen magic works, look, now I'm in the Faith Forward studio, now I'm in the Shine Bright studio, and now you see me, now you see my full body, now I'm only just a head. Back to you, Elizabeth.
great year indeed. Although I'm wondering why my science experiment didn't make the cut.
Perhaps it's because it was a total flop.
But hey, it's okay. If it didn't work, Here at Maria Regina, we learn from our mistakes. I took a risk. It didn't work. I found out why, and I kept trying at home. And guess what? I got it to work at home.
Good work, Johnny boy. Well, that's about all for us. Keep shining bright, Royals.
That's just a snippet of who we are and what we do. Before we sign off, we'd like to ask you to take out your phones, if it's not already out, and go to YouTube. Go ahead, we'll wait. In the search bar, type in Maria Regina School -Seaford. Are you there? Don't forget the hyphen.
Great. Now do you see the blue subscribe button? Go ahead, click on subscribe. That's it. Now you have access to all of our broadcasts and videos in case you would like to further explore our school.
Wait, if you don't mind, I have one more important point to mention. As we get older, we become well aware of the financial sacrifices that our parents make for us in order to attend Maria Regina, and we are forever grateful. With this said, many families leave after pre-K graduation for financial freedom, meaning public school equates to no hefty tuition payment. But what if I told you that you could save almost $1,000 each year by simply enrolling in our Shop with Script program? Many families currently enrolled have saved, if not hundreds, then thousands of dollars in tuition. If you are interested to learn more, please contact our very own Mrs. Hahn. She'll answer all of your questions.
May I add that all families are encouraged to apply for Tomorrow's Hope Foundation. It's here where you can apply for tuition assistance.
On that note, we'll wrap it up. In closing, we hope that we were able to answer many of your questions. We also hope that you can see why we are just two of our many members of the Maria Regina School family. We are proud to be a part of Maria Regina School. We know that here at Maria Regina, we are given the skills and tools we need to succeed in life. Just ask any of our proud alumni, many of who come back and volunteer and work.
That's right, Ariana. I'm so grateful that my parents chose to send me to Maria Regina. And while I am sad to graduate in June, I know that I'm ready for whatever the future takes me. Thanks to the Foundation Maria Regina and the support of my Maria Regina family.
Okay, Vanessa. Now I think it's time to hand it over to Mrs. Arpino and the MRPA and the school board. Thank you for your undivided attention. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
From urban streets to open plains,